Welcome back to Pac-12 football. We have a fun one here today as Modesto travels to Indiana to take on the Muncie Munchers. Before we dive into the game, let's look at the players of the week from last week. On defense, Gulf Coast corner Antonio Harris takes Defensive Player of the Week after recording a pick and 2 fumble recoveries in the game versus Modesto. While on offense, Muncie's wideout Zach Bowe takes the Offensive Player of the Week after putting up 146 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Muncie will be hoping that Zach can keep that type of game going in this matchup today as these two pass-heavy offenses go at it. Get ready for a fun one. I'll send it to the broadcast team and see you after for news and results from around the conference.
Kickoff unit all lined up and we're ready to put total in it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Got his man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air, it's right. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking for a man. It's right. Got him downfield. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clay. And he's dragged down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Open space at the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 21 in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's right. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything.
The quarterback stood in there like a champ, but nowhere to go with the ball, and the defense finally got to him on 3rd down to force the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. On the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Freeney. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback on the keeper. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To the air, it's Sullivan. Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's right. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they can't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. With the catch, it's Cooper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Martin fighting off the defender. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Freeney. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. On the ground, it's Martin. Shakes off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll run the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Catch in the middle, it's Clay. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's right. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback running on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Chang. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. steps away to find some room. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's right. Uncorks one. Right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Just threw that one way too far. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Takes the easy completion. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback got it himself. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Under fire! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
They bring the punter onto the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Clay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Clay. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking to pass. It's Sullivan. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Scanning the field, it's right. Got it set up on the outside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This offense doing business in the red zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Lost to throw again. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll keep it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's right. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the DT. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. That pass not closes. He got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls it, fired, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's right. Complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Clay. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here's a heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The give on the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Burke. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off play action on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's right. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Special teams heading out after the 3rd down completion's not quite special enough to move the chains. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. He breaks a tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks the tackle. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's right. Some pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Fresno State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sullivan. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Just keeps slinging it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Modesto hangs on for the tight win, taking them to 4-2 on the year. Quarterback Nicholas Wright is continuing to play well, and Modesto fans must be enjoying this. Could this be the year they make their first bowl game? Well, who knows? Let's see how other teams fared in Week 7. Elsewhere, Montana picks up their second win of the season, taking care of San Antonio, while Garden City and Kokomo Tech both continue their good seasons with wins over Cuyahoga and Gulf Coast, respectively. AFMU also gets a very tight win over Shawnee, who started strong but has struggled these past 2 weeks. In non-conference play, Prairie Union takes down FCS Northwest 31-0. Now let's see the games for next week. Next week, we see a lot of teams take a break from conference play, in Modesto hosting Toledo, AFMU traveling to San Diego State, Garden City going to Coastal Carolina, and San Antonio hosting UMass. For our conference games, High Desert State will play host to a struggling Cuyahoga team, while Gulf Coast welcomes Shawnee Plains. Prairie Union will host Muncie in what should be a close game, and our game of the week will feature the newly revitalized Montana hosting Kokomo Tech. Should be a good week of games. That's all for this one. We'll see you next time for more Pac-12 football.